Leo, welcome to Moonlight Truth Studios. I am Mama Soul. I come with my faults, my flaws, my hiccups, and all, my imperfections, and my interruptions too, and sometimes my irritations. And that is simply because I am a holistic individual, okay? Which means also for you, my Leos, is that you are more than just a sun, moon, and rising. You are all of the planets and all of the zodiacs in its own unique way and how they operate through your system. So, we are currently in Taurus season. I come with those too. My brain farts too. We are currently in Taurus season. I will link at the end the Taurus collective that gave the opening to these messages. And I still have the energy here on the table, which was Cancer, which was dealing with our emotions. Some of us, insecurities where we may have been born, our home, our house, our family structures. But also at the bottom of the deck, we had the eight house, which is scorpionic, about deathing and endings and sex and secrets and shadows and all of those mysterious things. So here in this Taurus season, which is about our morals, our principles, our values, the things that we possess within our beauty, because of the energy of Venus. Okay. So enough of that part of the jibber jabber. That's just for a couple of people that need to know. But we're going to go in to see what's beneath the surface, what exactly your soul is trying to get you to hear, see, know, or to confirm, or, it can be some signs or synchronicities, certain little bits and pieces. Also, Mama Soul does not come with the microwave effect, okay? And all that jazz and jibber jabber. Like, subscribe, share, comment, hit that bell notification so you know when I upload. Also, my Leos, here in this space of Mama Soul, uh, uh, Moonlight Truth Studios, it is important that you check the cross. So, Leo, if you're here for your Leo rising, then my Leo risings, you want to know how to harmonize, how to bring balance into your everyday reality, right? So, in how people perceive you. So, you want to look at Leo and Aquarius. Then you also want to look at the fixed energy of Taurus and Scorpio. And those pieces within the messages, you'll be able to get the information or the codes, so it may not be here. Your connection may not be here. It may be in one of the other placements because there may be a significant, planetary celestial body that is in that house, adjacent, and there may be something there that your soul may be trying to reveal to you. So we're already 3 minutes into change into this. I do speed up a little bit in certain places and make little clippets in my little void, too long of a void time, too much information, but that's how it goes around here. Anyways, so we're going to look at the undercurrent as well. The undercurrent deals with the mental emotional body, the parts in which you do not allow the heart to communicate. Okay. Then we're going to see how the haunting past actually can be affecting this, or what it's reflecting within your current situation. Okay. That can be many faces here in this space, many faces, many situations. You must use your own discernment. So the haunted past can also represent your past life that you lived before this life, which is a representation of your, a little bit of your South Node energy, but also beyond that. And this can be ancestral past and certain conditions, from mother, father, or grandparents, etc., and you're raising up. And this can also be the past of your inner child experience. Supreme creative source, ancient of the ancient ancestors, of our greatest good and our highest vibration. What is it that we, the collective Leo, energy of Leo, need to see, hear, know at this time in the season of Taurus? Ashe, amen. I still got to step aside. I really want this in front of me, but then when I go to put the cards down, there's going to be an interference in my space. Maybe not. Let's see. Let's see how we can change the program, because receptive flow, that's how I like to go. Leo, the energy of Leo. You are Chiron. You are a South Node. For those of you that are still here and you don't know what this means, This is for you to check your natal chart, check your birth chart, put in your name, your time, and yeah, and the date that you were born and the year. I don't think it's your name, it's the time and the date, the month, the day, the year, and the time, and the location. You Google and type that in, and it will show you your placements and your language, your blueprint that the Most High created you, divine created you by. Leo, beneath the surface is like an overall energy from the soul. And because what I mostly deal with is the things that are in between, okay? What's in the way. Ooh. When I came into the energy of Leo, there was a strong reflection in Taurus, okay? Of course. But the individual message that's more personalized towards Taurus energy, Sun, Moon, Rising, Chiron, South Node, North Node, energy, Lilith, it's all in that. This was the card in their haunted past. And you definitely, my Leos, may want to check that connectivity in how the two relates and how you're actually working and moving, okay? Because within the axis of Leo, Aquarius, your Taurus and your Scorpio is the hands of east and west of within movement to keep things stabilized, of your Leo and your Aquarius energy stabilized. The stabilizer, the scales keep you able to move around to keep you balanced instead of feeling like, oh, I need a V8 trying to, right? Okay. And that's Taurus Jupiter. So please make sure you check that out. Okay. Make sure you check that out. Because this was about money, finances, in how the ancestors or the parents or the guardians of the Taurus energy was really kind of like seeking after the status, social status, instead of living or having to be below certain means, and really was waiting for the opportunity, to expand within possessions, within material, things, because the material and the possessions also bring, this is extra, also bring in a certain image, in how people value you, right? How, a certain energy signature. So, yeah, take it or leave it. I'm having a moment. Why? We're setting in. I know, but damn. It's one of the reasons why I be, anywho, status, the expansion of your money. Yeah, this is wanting to expand, wanting to nurture something, but there's a shadow in here, and we're going to see what's the undercurrent. Defense. Come on, Mars and Taurus. We got Taurus twice. Defensive. What's beneath the surface? Okay, this is, your soul is trying to really get you to look at your status, look at your values, look at yourself, what you're really investing into, really, this, because also the two-faced energy, that's what I was saying, the two-faced energy of the deck also came out. And when I sat into your energy and I said, oh wow, okay, we're doing that, and they said, yeah, two faces. So I had to go make sure that that's what it was, and yes, it was the two-faced. So those are the cards that I will be using. And this is like what this is saying. It's almost like a two-face. It's almost, I want to say like a handoff, like a stand down, like mental, emotional. That's, oh, the masculine and feminine principle within the self, the mental mind, the thought, the analytical parts of the mind, the conscious, which is masculine, and the feminine, which is the subconscious. So there's a conflict, there's a battle within what is to pursue, how to go about the pursuit within your status, within your growth. What area, where is this energy? How do I exert or bring this energy forward? So it's like some of you are trying to unlock the code of the mystery code, how to come unhinged by old standard norms, especially with status being in Taurus's past. Yeah, haunting past. Yeah, that made me feel like I was yelling. Um, I do desire you're still with me, and yeah, because it's 2-2. That's so my Leos. It seems like right now, from what I'm getting, and through this mothering, nurturing Cancer energy, is that there's something within your scales, within those two poles, because the feminine principle of you holds two sides, right? So within the subconscious pole of your 11, of your feminine energy of your 11, has to come and unite. It has to integrate to one. But this is more of your angel of your divine feminine, and then your harlot. You know what I'm saying? Right? You're good and bad, so to speak. So it's like there's an integration within your feminine energy that needs to take place. And within the masculine, egoism, oh, my fingers aren't working. Egoism, being within the raiments of the world, or the things within the matrix, or certain technologies, just doom scrolling, just different things, over excessive things within possessions of value, and the status quo, to be, to try to prove. It's almost like a proving something. That's that Leo, that's that arrogance, that's that need, that's that self-identity, because Leo was coming up in these messages, the collective as well. So it's like that status quo, trying to get past it, trying to move past it, some of you. But some of you are egoically within that, and the angel of the masculine is trying to say, hey, 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 we need to calm down. There's other things that we need to be focusing on right now. We need to be focusing on right now. Okay. And so these parts need to come to integrate in order to come to the 22 that then makes you the master within your craft, whatever that may be for you, whatever you may be working on, whatever that you're desiring to have a certain status of, whether it's a certain status within love, a certain status within your intellect or knowledge, okay. Okay. I keep looking over here. Drama. There's that damn Leo. We can't make it up. Drama. Everything, when I communicate, when I say one part, there's always another side. If I say the other side, then there's always another side. You have to discern. It's your situation. But this is on Mercury and Leo, the drama, right? Not all of you, but some of you are coming to identify the drama in your life. You're coming to identify it. That's within the status. And that's the part that you may be seeing that is taking a toll, that's keeping you from doing your full migration, your full coming together to where it is that you need to go. Okay. Whether this is within your healing journey, whether the healing journey, your shadow, it doesn't matter. Okay. Whether you got to heal money traumas, whether you got a deep rooted emotional trauma that you've been fighting against, but, kind of shun it off because you don't really want to deal with it, because you want to focus on the material things and possessions and what has to or needs to be done, instead of saying, okay, let's anchor, I can't talk, anchor down and do what it is that we need to do so that we can transform and begin anew. We didn't get the haunted pass. No, we did not. Well, Leo definitely loves the limelight. It's the spotlight. I am Leo. Hear me roar. Drama, communication drama. Over talking creates drama or confusion within your connections or connectivity to other people. Give me a little more on what's beneath the surface. Thank you for not going on the floor. Two of Cups. I told you. Come on, fam. Leos, we can't make it up. Look at it. That's division. That's the two 11s within the self, the good, the bad, the beautiful, the ugly, the masculine, the feminine within. That's not working towards the same purpose. Okay. This is disagreement. Beneath the surface is lots of beneath the surface, your soul really needs you to pay attention to the disagreements, the areas within detachment, the unwillingness to share. I'm hearing there's not willing to share a certain part of the self. I don't know what that is, but let's go beneath the surface. I mean, under the current within this mental emotional body. The female holds the cup. There's a selfish greed here. There's a one-track mind, and someone within this energy has a one-track mind. It's very arrogant, very loud. Ooh. I'm consulting within. How is it that you want me to perceive this? This is the Ten of Swords. Let me show you this. The Mercury energy, the Mars energy here, that's that fire, that's that drive, the horses, the season of the horse, the fire horse. It's thawing out something, the undercurrent within your mental, emotional. Okay, so maybe some of you have been too caught up in certain things. Well, but now you're finally thawing out to where you can feel it's like you're not going to be numb. It's like you're not going to be numb anymore. Whether this is numb within your heart and what you feel, or numb within your mind and what you allow yourself to consume, take in. This is within the levels of knowledge or gnosis, or even television. This is also the thawing, and there's a readiness. There is in this undercurrent that there's a readiness to go and explore deeper, especially with this thawing out. There's a coming there's a coming of rest and rejuvenation. There is clearer waters that's coming, but not until you deal, because yeah, not until you deal the drama, the voice of the drama. This is important. Oh no, please don't knock that candle down, Chrissy. The drama. This needs to be on the table. Give me a second. It's like the heart, the drama of the heart. Look, either or you're just not dealing with drama anymore, because you know what it creates, what it causes. It doesn't get or solve anything. And it's like some of you are within this undercurrent, you're really coming to the acceptance of it. And it's like, because you've come to the acceptance of it, this is what's allowing your defense system from your defenses to shut down, because now there's a warming in your heart. There's a deepening within your heart. There's a no ship mentality and wasting certain emotions as well, which is warming the heart for some of you. And then some of you that is on the opposite side of this, it's like the universe and the cosmos and everything within this depth of this eighth house is going to bring in to your face the areas where you have been overly obsessive or overly westernized, or how or where you've been become disconnected from the natural rhythms of life or earth or self, but only falling within the natural rhythms within the world and society around you. And that's that division, that's that conflict within the emotions, within the flow of your house, that keeps you from being able to come together face to face to communicate what needs to change, what do we need to address, what is good and what is not good, what do we take with us and what do we leave behind. I do desire that I'm making myself clear here. Yeah, there's greed. The queen is drinking from her cup. No, the queen does not drink from her cup. She gives of her cup. This is self-indulged, indulged within one's own face of image. The bottom line, I don't care what side of the pole you're on. The question for my Leo energy here is where, how do I want to say that? Give me a second. How do, no, I know that heat did not just come on. Where within myself am I still stuck within image? Where is my ego? Where is your ego self? Where are we still stuck? Look now, it's not all the way thawed. Where are we still stuck within the material arrangements of the world that falls and stands around our image? Doesn't matter who you are. We all have the energy of the sun and Leo. The area of my stuck within my image has been my nails. They've healed, but now they're discolored. So I still keep my polish on. Another area of my image that I'm still stuck within the trauma, but it's not really trauma, but within the dilemma that causes me to become defensive or make me feel or have low self-esteem are my teeth, is my mouth. Okay. Another area within my image is, for example, not being able to communicate or have such a vast, dictionary knowledge. Okay. Okay. I do desire you understand. Image. Yeah, because that's what it's been about in the past. It's just been about image. It's almost that selfishness, just wanting things to be on the self, the individual, not taking a look outward or not taking that look to see someone else, but just only looking outward towards whatever and just not even facing those parts within the self so that you can actually say, okay, come to an agreement and then move forward. Ah, I really desire this is making sense here, fam. Okay. But let's get a body part and then Mama Soul is going to be out of here because I be trying not to have these lengthy videos until my channel builds up a little bit. That gives me a little inspiration and incentive, but yeah, in the undercurrent, you got some stuff to deal with, my Leos. Wherever this is, wherever your house is, that may be the place. It can be within, like I said, the Taurus Scorpio axis, or even in the energy of Aquarius. What is the body part that wants to communicate to the energy of the collective Leos? The spine. Ooh. Toughen up is what I heard. Let me get it out. Toughen up is what I heard. It says alignment, evolution, spirituality, self-discovery, confidence. That's that toughen up. Because within the two poles, there's things to discover and to uncover within that, that then gives you that alignment, that then gives you that ultimate freedom. It feels like that gives you that space to be able to maneuver freely without having to have defense mechanisms popping up within you and defense mechanisms of others coming up around you. So if things inside of you are settled and you're at a level of peace, but yet this drama still keeps showing up all around you, there's something inside. It's pointing something into you for you to look at to a greater degree. Period. There's a deeper look because something within the self image, something around others, that is really standing here. But alignment is here on the table. And that's just saying to me, tighten up, you know, really allow yourself to connect with those parts of who you are and know those parts of who you are. So that way you can then move on to the other mysteries that are within your numerology, your natal chart. Just the world is vast. But my Leos, if you made it to the end, I appreciate you. You know what to do, all that jazz. Like, subscribe, share, comment, hit that bell notification so you know when I upload, and check out another video somewhere. The playlist, I have the Taurus season playlist. I also will link the what is it called? The collective message, okay, at the bottom down there somewhere. And until then, good night.